In last two modules, we have discussed about the solution of one-dimensional and two-dimensional heat equations. But these type of equations may arise in some particular cases. Therefore, it is more realistic to consider a three-dimensional heat equation. Thus, this module is devoted to the discussion on the solution of three-dimensional heat equation. We shall use the method of separation of variables to find the solution, and we shall consider three different coordinate systems to find solutions. We shall find solution in Cartesian coordinate system, cylindrical coordinate system and spherical coordinate system. First, we shall start with Cartesian coordinate system. So, let us go to the first slide of module 4. The heat equation in three-dimensional coordinate system is written in equation number 1. We shall use the method of separation of variables to find solution. So, for that purpose, we write capital T as product of capital X, capital Y, capital Z and tau, which are functions of small x, small y, small z and t respectively. So, substituting this expression in 1, we obtain an equation which is written in equation number 2. First, we separate function of t, that is tau, to the right side from x, y and z. To get bounded solution, we assume the separation constant at minus mu square, where mu is a real number. So, from the tau equation, the solution becomes tau equals to capital G e to the power minus kappa mu square t, where G is the integrating constant. Now, our aim is to separate the function capital X and capital Y from capital Z. For that purpose, we take the Z equation to the right side and we assume another separating constant minus lambda square. So, the Z equation becomes d2z dz square plus gamma square z equals to 0, where gamma square is mu square minus lambda square. And the Z equation can be solved easily, which gives the solution capital Z equals to E1 cos gamma z plus F1 sin gamma z. Now, we separate the function capital X and capital Y as follows. We take another separating constant as minus alpha square and we obtain the equations in capital X and capital Y, which are written here. The constant beta square is defined as lambda square minus alpha square. The solution for capital X can be obtained as capital X equals to A cos alpha x plus B sin alpha x, and the solution for capital Y is equal to C cos beta y plus D sin beta y. Therefore, the required solution is given by capital T is equal to the expression which is written here, where we have substituted the values of capital X, capital Y, capital Z and tau. So, the equation, the solution is written in equation number 4. And in this solution, we have redefined the constants as follows. Capital E is equal to E1G and capital F equals to F1g. And the constant mu square is defined as alpha square plus beta square plus gamma square. Now we shall take a particular example where we need to solve a heat equation in Cartesian coordinates. So in this problem, the faces of the solid parallelepiped, which are bounded by the wall x equals to 0, x equals to a, y is equal to 0, y is equal to b, and z equals to 0, z equals to c. And these boundaries are kept at 0 temperature, and initial temperature is given by the function small f. So this small f function is known to us, and we have to find the temperature profile inside the parallelepiped for any t greater than 0. So we have to establish this expression. To solve this problem, we need to go back to the general solution of heat equation, which is written in equation number 4. So we know the solution of heat equation in Cartesian coordinate. Now we need to find the values of the arbitrary constant a, b, c, d, e and f for these particular problems. So the values of these constants can be obtained using the boundary conditions and the initial condition. The boundary condition is given as t at x equals to 0, t at y is equal to 0, t at z equals to 0 is 0, and t at x equals to a is equal to t at y is equal to b is equal to t at z equals to c equals to 0. So if we use the first 3 boundary conditions, we get the values of constant a, c, e as 0. Now if we use last 3 boundary conditions, we obtain sin alpha equals to 0, sin beta b equals to 0 and sin gamma c equals to 0. And these 3 equations gives the values of alpha as m pi by a, beta as n pi by b and gamma as q pi by c, where m, n and q are integers. Here we have taken only positive integral values of m, n and q. And in the expression, if we go back to the general solution, there is one term, exponential term with t, which is kappa into mu square. So for this particular problem, we assume that lambda square is kappa into mu square. So this problem, it becomes kappa pi square m square by s square plus n square by b square plus q square by c square. So if you substitute these values of the unknown constant, the solution can be written in this form: capital T as sum over m, sum over n, sum over q into capital K mn q. The suffix mn q is given here because the value of capital K depends on m, n and q. Then sin m pi x by a, sin n pi y by b, sin q pi z by c into e to the power minus lambda square t. Now we have one more condition, which is the initial condition for this problem, which we have not used. That condition is written here: capital T x y z 0 is equal to small f x y z, where small f is some given function. Thus, if we use this initial condition, we obtain a relation which is written here: small f equals to this expression. Now, if you see the expression, you can observe that this is nothing but a triple Fourier series. Rather, you can say that this is a sine series, triple sine series. So, the value of k can be obtained using the orthogonality property of sine series. So, to obtain k, we multiply this expression with sine m pi x by a, sine n pi y by b into sine q pi z by c, and integrate over 0 to a, 0 to b and 0 to c, and then we get the expression for the constant capital K, which is shown here. Hence, the required solution can be obtained substituting the value of K, M and Q, which is written here. Capital T equals to 8 by ABC sum over M, sum over N, sum over Q, capital F, sine M pi x by A, sine N pi y by B into sine Q pi Z by C into e to the power minus lambda square T, where capital F, which is function of M, N and Q, is given by the equation which is written here. Now, we are going to start the method to solve the heat conduction equation in cylindrical coordinate system. The heat equation in cylindrical coordinate system is written in equation number 5. We are using same method, the method of separation of variable. Thus, we substitute T, which is written in the form as product of capital R, capital theta, capital Z and tau, and T is substituted in equation 5 to obtain the equation which is written in equation number 6. As we do, we first separate the variable tau. So, we write the equation in tau to the right hand side, and we assume the separation constant as minus mu square to get a bounded solution, and solving it we get the expression for tau as capital G e to the power minus kappa mu square T. We want to separate the function Z from the function of capital R and theta. For that purpose, we write the equation in the form which is given in equation 7, and we are assuming the separation constant as lambda square to obtain the equation in Z, which is written here, and the solution of this equation is written here. Capital Z equals to E1 cos hyperbolic lambda Z plus F1 sin hyperbolic lambda Z, where E1, F1 are arbitrary constants. Now, we remain to separate the function capital R and capital theta. So, in this step we are again going to separate capital R, capital theta, taking nu square as our separating constant. So, the equation for capital theta becomes d2 theta d theta square plus nu square theta equals to 0, and the equation in the variable capital R is written here, d2r dr square plus 1 by r dr plus alpha square minus nu square by r square into capital R equals to 0, where the constant capital R alpha square is defined as lambda square plus mu square. Now, we are trying to find solution for capital R and capital theta. The theta equation gives the solution which is written here, capital theta equals to C cos nu theta plus D sin nu theta. And if we observe capital R equation, this is again a Bessel equation of order nu. So, the solution can be written as capital R equals to A j nu alpha r plus B y nu alpha r, where j nu and y nu, they are Bessel's functions of order nu and of first kind and second kind respectively. Thus, our required solution is capital T equals to product of capital R, capital theta, capital Z into tau. Now, we shall take one example where this type of equation may arise. So, this is the example. So, in this example, there is a cylinder which is bounded by the planes Z equals to 0 and Z equals to L, and the curved surface R is equal to A in the cylindrical coordinates R theta Z, and its faces are maintained at 0 temperature. So, Z equals to 0 and Z equals to L, faces are maintained 0 temperature, and the curved surface at the temperature Fz. So, for this physical situation, we have to find the steady temperature distribution within the cylinder. So, we have to establish this relation. To solve this problem, first we have to note that since we are going to find the steady state temperature, del T, del capital T, del small t equals to 0. Also, for this physical situation, the temperature is symmetric about Z axis, so it is independent of theta. Therefore, the temperature capital T depends on only R and Z. So, in heat equation, we can use this information to get the equation which is written here. Again, we are using the method of separation of variable. For that, capital T is written as product of two functions capital R, capital Z, where R, Z are function of small r and small z respectively. So, substituting this expression in this equation, we obtain a relation which is written in the last equation of this slide. So, first of all, we separate the function capital Z from capital R, taking lambda square as the separation constant, and we obtain the equations in capital R and capital Z, which are written in the first line of this slide. So, if we observe this equation, the solution of this equation can be obtained easily. So, solving Z equation, we get Z as C1 cos lambda Z plus D1 sin lambda Z, and the first equation or the equation in R, this is Bessel function or the modified Bessel function. So, its solution is written here, capital R is equal to A1 I0 lambda r plus B1 K0 lambda r, where I0 and K0 are modified Bessel functions of first and second kind respectively, and you can observe that the order of the function is 0. So, these are Bessel functions of order 0. Again, you can notice that the Bessel function of second kind K0 has singularity at r equals to 0. So, in the general solution or in the expression of capital R, we can take the value of B1 equals to 0 to remove this singularity. Again we have the boundary condition, temperature at Z equals to 0 is 0 and temperature at Z equals to L is 0. So if we substitute here, we get C1 equals to 0. The first initial condition gives C1 equals to 0. The second initial condition, capital T RL equals to 0, gives sin lambda L equals to 0. So this restricts us to take the values of lambda as lambda equals to n pi by L, where n is an integer. Therefore, our required solution is capital T equals to sum over n, sum Bn I0 n pi r by L into sin n pi z by L. But now this is our unknown constant Bn. To obtain the values of Bn, we have to use the boundary condition T at r equals to a has the distribution Fz. So Fz is equals to sum over n Bn I0 n pi a by L sin n pi z by L, and this is half Fourier sine series. So to obtain the value of Bn, we need to multiply both sides of this equation by n sin n pi z by L, and then we need to integrate over 0 to L. Then using the orthogonality property of sine function, we can obtain this relation which is given here. So from this equation we can get the values of Bn. Therefore, the solution of this problem is T equals to sum over n Bn I0 n pi r by L sin n pi z by L, where this Bn is given by this equation which is written in this slide. Now I am going to discuss about the solution of heat equation in spherical polar coordinate system. The heat equation in spherical polar coordinate system is given by equation number 9. Again we are using the same procedure, the method of separation of variables, to obtain the solution. So if we substitute the expression for capital T which is written here in equation 9, we obtain an equation which is written in equation number 10. As usual we do, we first separate the time variable part. So the tau, the function of tau is written in the right side. Again, to get a bounded solution, we take the separation constant as a negative number minus mu square, where mu is a real number. So if we equate these last two quantity, we can obtain the expression for tau as tau equals to g to the power minus kappa mu square t. Now this is the another equation. So to separate, first we separate the phi equation from r and theta equation, and we take nu square as our separation constant. So equate the phi, equate the last these two quantity, that means d2 phi d phi square plus nu square phi equals to 0. We obtain the solution as phi is equal to E1 cos nu phi plus E2 sin nu phi. Now we need to separate the variable capital R and capital theta. So for that purpose, we write the equation in this form, and we are taking the separation constant as n into n plus 1 equating these with the expression for r and with the expression in theta, we obtain the equations in r and theta, which are written in equation number 12 and equation number 13 respectively. So, if you observe equation 12, this is not a Bessel function, but using some transformation in the independent variable, in the dependent variable r, we can obtain a Bessel function, and the solution can be written in this form: capital R equals to mu r to the power minus half a j n plus half mu r plus b y n plus half mu r, where j and y are Bessel's functions of order n plus half and of first kind and second kind respectively. Now, if we go back to the theta equation, which is written in equation number 13, to solve this equation, we substitute cos theta equals to mu dash. Now, in terms of mu dash, the equation transformed to this equation, which is written here, and this is very famous equation, and the solution of this equation is associated Legendre function. Therefore, solution can be written as linear combination of associated Legendre function of first kind and second kind, which is shown here: theta of mu dash c p nu n mu dash plus d q n nu, which is function of nu dash. Therefore, theta is equal to c p cos theta plus d q cos theta, where p n nu and q n nu are associated Legendre functions of degree n. Now, substituting the values of capital R, capital theta and capital phi, we obtain the required solution, which is written here, where we have redefined the constant, which is written here. E is assumed as E1 capital G and F is F1 capital G. So, this is our required solution. So, this is the solution of heat equation in spherical polar coordinate system. Now, we are going to solve a problem. For that purpose, we take this example. We have to find the temperature T in a sphere of radius A, where its surface is maintained at 0 temperature and its initial temperature is F r theta. Now, inside the sphere, r is equal to 0 is a point. So, if we look over this solution, in this solution, this is the Bessel function of second kind. We know that this Bessel function of second kind is not defined or unbounded at r equals to 0. So, for this particular problem, we can choose the value of b as 0. So, for that reason, we have taken the value of b as 0, and from the general solution, you can see that the Legendre associated Legendre function of second kind is also undefined for theta equals to 0. So, this fact is incorporated taking d equals to 0, or to get the bounded solution, we assume d equals to 0, and on the surface r equals to a, it is also given that temperature is 0. So, if we use this initial condition, we get j n plus half mu a equals to 0, and let mu1, mu2, these are the roots of this equation. Then we can write the solution of the required solution in this form, where T is written as sum of n, sum over m, C n m, mu n m into r to the power minus half, j n plus half mu n m r, p n cos theta e to the power minus kappa mu n m square into T. But to obtain the values of C n m, we need to apply the initial condition. For this problem, it is given that initially the temperature distribution is given by the function f r theta. So, f r theta is equals to this. This is obtained by putting t is equal to 0 in the previous expression. Now, this relation will give the value of C n m. For that purpose, you can see that this is a mixed Bessel-Legendre series. Now, using the orthogonality property of Bessel's function and Legendre function, we can obtain the value of C n m. Now, we shall one example where we need to use the solution of heat equation in spherical polar coordinate system. So, in this problem, we have to find temperature T in a sphere of radius a, where its surface is maintained at 0 temperature and the initial temperature is given by the function small f. If we go back to the general solution of heat equation in spherical polar coordinate system, you can see this is combination of Bessel function, Legendre function and Fourier function. Since inside the sphere r equals to 0 is a point, and we know that Bessel function of second kind is unbounded at r equals to 0, therefore, from the general solution for this particular problem, we can choose the value of b as 0. Again, if we see the Legendre, this expression, the expression for theta, inside the sphere, theta is equal to 0 is a point, but the Legendre function of second kind is undefined at theta equals to 0. Therefore, the value of d can be chosen as 0. So, the general solution can be reduced by taking b equals to 0 and d equals to 0. We have one more boundary condition, which is given that the surface r equals to, on the surface r equals to a, temperature is also 0. So, if we use that, so from this general expression we obtain that j n plus half mu a is equal to 0. So, that equation is written here, and we assume that the solution of these equations are mu1, mu2 dot dot, these are the roots. So, using the principle of superposition, the solution for this particular problem can be written as, which is shown in the slide in the first equation, capital T equals to sum over n, sum over m, C n m mu n m r to the power minus half, j n plus half mu n m r p n cos theta e to the power minus kappa mu n m square into T. Now, these are the unknown constants in the solution. To obtain the values of unknown constant, we need to apply the initial condition. For this problem, it is given that initially the temperature is given by the function small f, that is, in the general expression, if we put t is equal to 0, we get the function small f. So, in this expression if we put t equals to 0, so it becomes f and the right hand side is given here. Now, from this expression it is easy to find the values of CNM. To find the values of CNM, we have to apply the orthogonality property of Bessel function and Legendre function. So, if we use that, we can obtain the value of CNM. Therefore, general solution can be written in this form which is given in the first equation, and CNM can be obtained from the last equation using the orthogonality property. Thus, in module 4 of chapter 5, we discussed about the solution of a 3-dimensional heat equation in Cartesian coordinate system, cylindrical coordinate system and spherical coordinate system. In Cartesian coordinate system, the solution is a triple Fourier series. In cylindrical coordinate system, the solution is mixed Bessel, Fourier and hyperbolic function. But in case of spherical coordinate system, the solution is mixed Bessel, Fourier and Legendre function. Thus, we end module 4 of chapter 5.